Hello, this is Emma Karangtaran, and we're gonna start with golden income as always. So go to the shop, because that's why you start with golden income, to go to the shop. Philosopher's Stone Day 1 is cool, and two region items and the nightshade seems fine. And we will reroll, just in case we find potion distillery or anything that transforms. We do have a reagent. We don't currently have a potion, but I think I don't know whether Mandala can show up day one. But these two items are fine, kind of. I'll take the Eludo, because that will help down the line. Right now this is just better, I would imagine. I'm doing Banana Blow. I like the scale, I like the blue manas. This will help us with the tiny fairy monster, so that we have some food. This is just a fine scale, and this can help us with the slow archetype. And this is completely useless on luck. But I think we have a pretty strong day one already. Regen and scaling poison seems fine, seems really good. Okay, we're holding it for the XP. That's not an XP. Medium items, do I really care? Maybe about Alembic. Maybe like an upgrade to this, honestly. But I could just get a free one, honestly. Oh yeah, now that's something. A silver aludo, day one. Wait, this is a reagent. We don't have a potion yet. Let's look at JJ. So this is a potion. Now here's the thing. We have a silver aludo day one, right? We could very easily do like something like this. Play the potion. Have a times 3 aludo. This is fine. It's not the best potion for what they're doing. Is this better than scaling this and the region? This is not a whole lot of region, it's like 2 region. I will take it. Kind of want this as well, but I don't want to spend all my gold. This is the most random looking board ever, but I think it's the correct play. And I have a bag already, okay. 45 damage, it's a lot of damage they outputting, to say the least. And we're gonna die before I kill them, I think. Yeah. No, we didn't die. We were so close to dying. It's kind of weird, no? That's pretty good. Do think like medium items has a lot of potential. But I can't say no to this. Wish it was 1 hour later or we had 1 extra XP. Anyway, well, these are not really good for what we're doing right now. This is pretty good for what we're trying to do. We are holding a food item for the XP, and we do need the XP. So I think we get this and this in. Can I get a nightshade in? And we could, in theory. I think that is better at the moment. Should be fine. We stack a lot of poison. Yes, some regen. We get some more regen. Not very much more regen, but we do get more regen. Okay, we're already out damaging his healing ability.
Not all my subjects survive my experiments.
You know about. Thank you, I don't really need that. 2 regeneration, 3 regeneration. I could get another reagent. Not really, thank you.
I pay well for
Potion distillery.
reasonable.
That's cool in theory, but I don't really care about the ammo on the potion. Bunch of small items. I mean, I guess I'd rather just have this potion, right? Right now, I would absolutely just have this potion over the other.
You see that, Parker? That's how it's done.
But we have 2 potions, and we have... Wait, no. What do we have? We have 2 reagents, but we can't fit the reagent, can we? So, like, if we get 2 more spaces, I'd like to put the Aludo in. I can't exactly put this in and feel good about it. Yeah, I can't. So I'd probably just run the fire potion then, which I'll avoid it as a result of that. Just starts with tasty treats. I mean, I don't think anything on our board is worth tastes. That's fine, and we'll use it down the line, but
Happy to make a sale. Sad to say goodbye.
right now it doesn't matter.
Only centuries. There is still more to learn.
So what I wanna do is this, right? This should be a better reagent, but crit chance I don't really care about. 5% crit chance right now. The Vanessa, I don't think we're actually gonna win against the Vanessa. I'll get the extra HP, that will definitely matter. It's a terrible reagent for us to have, but
In 100 years when you are
double
past,
Aludo.
I will
I can't say no to that. Is this a trebuchet? Yeah. Those are some interesting weapons they have. They also beat the Viper for the scale. Yeah, they're doing a lot of damage. Expected, but... Oh! That was so close actually. If he had the fin, maybe, I don't know whether that would have mattered there, because we died by a lot of numbers, but if the fin was like earlier, or if we saw this at least once, we might have been able to do something there. I don't think we need the Granola bar of all things. I do wanna buy chocolates. I'll buy the silver ones, because that seems reasonable with how much gold we have. I'll get another medium item, I think. I don't have that much money for Curio. I don't think I need the 4 gold without taking a look at this. Okay, that's a cool item. Unfortunately, I don't use that many small items. This guy is also scary, just like the Vanessa. I think this guy might be scarier. However, very much however, I don't have that much healing. I have like a bit of a regen. But I do think I do a lot of damage. 650. I'd have to sell the chocolates for sure. I wouldn't get to 500 HP, and it's like my benchmark for at least trying. So what we're gonna do I'll just sell one chocolate, and we're gonna go here.
I seek the ultimate power. I have no time for
Okay, it's a snow globe.
you.
It's gonna be a bit tough to use, because we won't have properties, even if we get a freeze build. And one income. I mean, we have to try for the fight, I think. Or we could gain 2 income. That's not unreasonable to take right now, to be honest with you. I haven't done this in a while. Transform, well, I do need a reagent. I have actually no other reagent that fits. Well, I will have the space for the, for this thing. And the question is, should I look at the silver tier items? It's day 3. That might be reasonable. Yeah, we'll look at the shops next time. Oh, interesting item.
The formula of life is revealed.
So, under normal circumstances, I am considering this upgrade. However, we have no consistent way of transforming. And this is plus 4 poison, which is basically plus 12 poison, right? So I think we have to do this. If Forja here lets us do that. Well, we do have a lot of poison. We don't have that much survivability, and
I
of course there are
understand
Vanessas all the game.
people are a pattern.
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist.
They do have more health than they do, though. That's something. Okay, they have crit chance, unfortunate. Yeah, how much crit chance do they have? They crit a lot.
Fall like a
Well, I guess they crit like half the time there.
at the waves.
Well, yeah, that's what happens with Mark. You just die to Vanessa, especially if you're playing like Poison, which I tend to do. I don't recommend it. It's another reagent. It's a toxic one.
Okay, now sell me something. Something huge.
You have something cool here? Yeah, not really. So I could transform it, or I could go to Barcoon. Let's find an item to play around.
Welcome to my business.
Okay, that is an item we could play around. This is interesting. We do have potions. I am gonna sell this.
It's smaller than Quixel.
I haven't played with like potions that much. I don't really need these.
Well, okay.
I will get this from you, Blackroom. I will get this as well.
I made a sale.
I will roll in case we find something interesting. I mean, it's something. The other tool is nice and all. Hello. This. Oh, this is not something that can crit. In that case, we'll just put the crit chance on this.
This is a gift at any price.
potions. So I don't want the potions in. Alright. I would like to have this as well. But what I would really like is
I'm
this.
almost sure that was a good trade.
Does multicasting this actually do anything? I don't know. We completely change our build here. We do this.
Where's my 12
I don't know whether
Let
this
me
is
see if
stronger.
that's a deal.
I kind of doubt it, but I don't know whether I want to test it against this guy of all things. Now we have like no survivability whatsoever. Yeah, we could still play the old poison build, but I want to test this build against the retiree, I think.
I bought my first house when I was 20. Work harder.
Yeah, we totally have to work harder this time. We have some reason. I really could have taken the Prince Marianas. It's a bit hard to tell. Although
I don't have time for this
we
anyway.
didn't really have that easy time against this guy. I don't need medkits. Non-weapon item gets also small items, like let's find some potions, I guess. That is a potion. I don't really think this did that. Oh, this guy is agent. Nah. I wish I had faster reloading or transforming, you know?
Remember, diamonds come in small boxes.
Instant damage. I mean, we transform here. That's cool. But we don't have that fast reload or transform. That is interesting, but not really something we need. I don't know why I tried to solve the medkit, but I did. I grabbed something else.
I can hear my sister's laughter.
And I use an ammo item burn too is fine, because if they play potions, we're gonna burn them down. So I don't think this is gonna be that good against Mac. But I wanna play this
You are a
build.
child to me, and I will punish
Maybe
you,
I shouldn't treat my ranked games as,
but only
you
so that
know,
I can
playgrounds,
study.
but I don't even play normals that much anymore. So it's a bit tough for me to not treat this as a playground. That's a lot of noxious potions. They are poisoning me a lot, but we are
Just
winning.
behind the veil, my family waits for me.
That's very cool. Hey, slow and cooldown items. That's cool, but this
Now
is
this
so
is
cool.
health food. Literally.
So much health. With the bronze tier. I mean, I could upgrade this, I guess. It's just like, does this does this really matter? In fact, I think this item is weird because at bronze it has a smaller selection of potions it can transform into. So you're like more likely to hit these, for example, because it can't transform into like, you know, potions that start at silver tier. Oh, I know what I sold by accident. I sold the first potion by accident.
What can I get
I mean, that's cool. I'd love to have that, but I don't have a way to transform, which would make that really crazy. That is huge for what we're doing. I don't know whether what we're doing is worth doing, but that is huge. I do want the extra XP this time, I think. And I don't think this guy can actually kill us, even if we're slow. And maybe I'm wrong about that, but I don't know. And this guy has some interesting items, like the fire claw, but we just had the fire claw in the shop, and I realized I don't really care at the moment. Maybe I'll care later down the line, but later down the line. Okay, so yeah, I don't know how many bronze potions there are. Like that's sleeping potion, that's noxious potion, that's fiery potion, and there should be some other at least one, I think. This is 40 damage now. Okay. Cool. Weapons. Sharpening stone on this is honestly not bad. And I had something I wanted to test, so I'll take it. 15 damage.
The Bazaar has many secrets. I will uncover them all.
Ammo doesn't really matter right now, but I guess I'll keep it around. Well, no, the fire potion is fine, right? This doesn't keep up with the reloading right now, so I will just do this for extra damage immediately. Tools, I mean tools. I think the recycling bin is a tool, and that could be a very interesting item to have. So let's go
Bad
and check.
craftsman claims his tool, a good one, buys mine.
Not that interesting. Ah, Ludo. That would be cool, but I don't really care, even though I have two of them.
Now why, child? Guess you could always pay for
It's a
repairs.
Pygmalion. Day 5 Pygmalion. What is this? A Jabalion,
Another boy
Jabalion
passed
drum?
through the
Is it a
corner
crook
said
build?
to me,
What is this? Probably some fire freeze already. This looks like... I don't know what that looks like actually. Jabalion drum, okay. That's a gold one. Day 5. So we got two sleeping potions out of the potion. They are a bit too fast. Jabalion drum actually does a lot of damage. Pretty fast, it seems.
I bet you will get
Especially with Vial and rigged. Yeah, like people are fast, and I have no idea what I'm doing. I will take a potion,
I've got 4 legs because I
just in case we need it. Potion distillery is not bad. It does make us have a reason to keep stuff around.
medium is a size of dignity.
Okay.
Do you have any really small things?
Vulnerability potion is not one I care about. Maybe. I don't really want to upgrade that, do I? This item is like something that we could run. Not really with this build, but that's a pretty good item to run. The issue with this is like I really don't care about upgrading it. Also, this is the another bronze start potion, right? Both lightning can be bronze, I believe. Maybe if it wasn't, I don't really, yeah. I don't wanna dilute my pool of potions on this. We definitely can't beat that. We might be able to beat this. Honestly, I can't even be sure. They have potions, so we should definitely try. Fire potions, liquid potions, okay. Going down the powder keg isn't bad. No, the fight ending right as the powder keg explodes. It kind of makes you worry sometimes.
Another specimen for my collection.
Reload the item to the... It was an ammo item. Reload the item to the left of it, one ammo. Okay. That's huge. Because... that means we don't have to run this, right? We wanna run this. We could... run like... oh yeah, but the double... the double thing from there is kind of insane. We could run something like this. As much as I'd like to play the double thing, I don't think we can. I mean, I could get 10 chocolates here. 10 chocolates? Well, I mean 10 gold chocolates here. I don't know what we are upgrading. Are we upgrading this or are we upgrading this?
I see everything.
This is probably like much more needed. But this is just gonna be more damage immediately. I have to upgrade this, I imagine. Just because, you know, it helps a lot. That's a terrible rare monster, because nobody cares about this.
Much we
I mean, that's not that much health yet, right? 142. I'll take it. Since I got it offered on day 6, I might as well take it. I didn't sell the chocolates before it, so... okay, I don't know how strong we are, probably not very strong.
I will leave you alive to learn the lesson.
Go ahead. Underestimate me. It makes this more fun.
We do have a lot of region to start now. And they have Life Preserver and the bug of stacking poison. And I have like no damage, I guess. But now we're reloading like a lot more than we were, which means this does gain damage throughout the fight. However, it doesn't seem to be enough against the amount of shielding they are outputting. Maybe it is. Yeah, no, we're good at this.
Next time, boys, less blunder, more plunder.
This skill really made us do something. I don't know whether we should be doing this here. Maybe this should be like... it should be like here, maybe, because the potions will be able to be reloaded, right? But I don't know whether that's correct at all. We could transform, I don't really care. Oh, yeah, right, that I can't do that. Fortunately, this is fine, I don't mind that. This is huge, by the way. Like, I don't have to do this. I can... oh, let me put this to the left. Because, and put this to the right just because I like having... I don't need this if I have this thing, right? Like, this reloads all the time. This can be on the far right. Do I wanna reload? What do I wanna reload realistically? The burn? The burn is damage. The region is, you know, just region. And I could just play this. There's no problem with that.
Do you have to leave already?
Or I could play this. It's kind of slow a potion though. It fits better than this, I would imagine. At least I know what that will do.
Oh, how about this weather we're... Oh, you're leaving.
I mean, that's fine. Honestly, it would be really nice to just scale up the damage on this, like immediately.
You see landfill, I see buried treasure.
So let's do that, honestly. That's not a lot of stuff, but I do believe this is still
Sitting there 20.
plus gold if I sell everything.
Hooey! Now that's a bargain.
Let's just boost up the damage of this. Okay, we do have a few more boosters. I don't need this, I don't need this. This is fine actually, right? It can be like that.
Well, you're doing your part to clean up the bazaar.
When you use a potion, deal 45 damage, and we have some potions. I mean, we could do this as well, I guess.
Trash is tragedy.
And I don't want to spend 20 gold on 10 HP, I think. I guess, no. The slowest one has to be on the left, I think. That's how that works. When you poison gain region, that's fine. Radiant Corsair. I kind of think we can beat this guy now. It's kind of crazy, because I really didn't think we are strong. But after the Vanessa fight, I am kind of confident all of a sudden. And after the upgrade we got on our board, because I think we upgraded our board a lot this day. Alright. This is great. It's working. We haven't actually won it, but I think it's great. And we are kind of dying to the plan though. Let me see. That was one of the closest Radiant Corsair wins I've ever had. But it's very nice that this build can beat Radiant Corsair.
Power burns hotter, melting away
No.
impurities.
Seems fine. Seems fine. When you crit, yeah, I mean, sure, that scales this, honestly, like, this always crits, right? It doesn't scale it much, to be honest, because, like, the scaling isn't that big. This would make it faster, I think. This is just a generically good skill, which I have to take, I think. I'd like to look at these. I'd like to upgrade this, honestly, but we'll upgrade it like this. Just straight up more damage at the start. 2 XP, hard to say no to that. Medium items, there was a consideration to look for this. The Pygmalion. 2 wins Pygmalion. That is one less win than we do, but I've never seen that skin for Pygmalion. That looks really cool. What is this? It's cold room mainly, but what is the rest of this? I guess just burn, which, I mean, we always scale region. Hopefully we scale enough of it, because yeah, that will definitely destroy us down the line. Yeah, I don't know who's winning. It's a bit tough to say. I think they have too much burn on us. unfortunately. Yeah, that was really close though. See, like if we had gold, we would be doing so much better. I don't know whether putting this to gold was the right idea. And if we had bought the chocolates there, that might have been better as well. I don't know because the 6 damage definitely mattered.
I will defeat death itself.
Let me just sell this. I'm not using it anymore. There's so much stuff that could have taped
Small items,
some of the fights one way or another.
I love them all.
You know, that would be really fun if I was like transforming into this. But this would transform into a base version of it. Which wouldn't really matter, but yeah, not the items I want.
Feel my limbs fall.
This guy, I think we can beat him. It does apply a lot of burn down the line. Do we want the cooldown reduction? We might wanna have the cooldown reduction. But I would like the XP. Maybe if we find one more XP throughout the day, we might level up. Just this flamethrower might be a slight issue. Not if it's frozen. Maybe it's a bigger issue because it's frozen, because it can get buffed. Yeah, they're doing fine against monsters. Flamethrower is very interesting if we had any kind of damage scaling. I don't really know what I'd do with that. I'm gonna do this. That's not great. That, however, the shop I'm seeing, is pretty good. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get XP. We could try and find XP here. Ah, whatever. Let's just get a bit more damage and stuff.
Warms my rusty circuits to see that fine
I don't need this. I want the stash space. Like, we're selling. I'm keeping the flamethrower around.
While you're doing your part to clean up the bazaar,
Can I run this next to this? Probably not, right? That's a bit tough. I will do this.
that's a bargain.
I guess I will get crit on this.
Years waiting for you.
These are pointless. Not much damage scaling here, not gonna lie.
That's a tragedy. Reuse everything.
Is that all that's worth it? I guess I'll get as much health as possible here. This.
To clean up the bazaar.
They don't sell for any gold, so that was kind of expensive for the output, but I was definitely hoping for more damage scaling for this. But we just didn't find it. Forward Vanessa, maybe they can destroy us, because they tend to be aggressive.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen.
And I don't know what we're good against, honestly. They have a very little health though. They're level 8. I'm trying to be level 10. How much crit chance? 100%, okay. Not too shabby, but that damage isn't that scary right now. But maybe it's scarier than I think it is. Because, yeah, I think they actually win.
All can, no ball.
Yeah, we're not. We're definitely missing the gold upgrade on this. Like a whole lot. We are gonna get stronger with the chance, I would imagine. Choose a free diamond tier item. Nah. Heal. Oh! Oh! Now that is huge! Because we're gonna start becoming, like, we're actually gonna heal up a lot. Right? I imagine. This heals equal to its damage. Haste effects. I don't know what hastes the most, but this applies the most. Which would make me think that I should put it on it. And you know, I want the heal though. This is probably a good haste target as well, when I think about it. It would kill them faster. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna override that. So let's just do this. It's not a huge enchant for haste. This is interesting. Like, this is definitely the kind of build that could make use of it. I mean, like, I don't even care about the ammo here, but like the 15% cooldown reduction is so good. We could maybe run like 3 more potions or something. Reload an item. This doesn't really fit. It's not a potion. It takes 2 space. This is a potion. Uh, this doesn't get used at all. It's a slow potion and takes 2 space. Like, if we were ever to replace this, it would be like 3 potions, right? Now the question is, do I want potions, more potions, or do I want chocolate bars? And at this point, I think we want more
I have mine. We
potions.
can help each other. Unlike your bitter brews, mine are made with
This is kind of slow,
love.
I would imagine. It is utility. I could buy it and like pretend that that is better than that. See, like this potion, I didn't have to have heal of this, now that I think about it. This is a weapon. I could have played this instead,
May you complete the
right? And this is a fast potion. So I don't need like the noxious potion. Or maybe I don't need this. I mean, yeah, I don't need this. I will put this in. I didn't need heal, I could have put haste on this, but I couldn't have predicted that I'll get this. But you know how much better of a position we would have been if I put haste on this and then got this, just to heal? That would be crazy. Right? Like, that's actually crazy. How good that would be. This potion is crazy. We can beat anything. We could get lifesteal here as well. I think this levels us. Yeah, that levels us. Even if we don't find any other XP. Well, now what we're gonna do is crazy. Because now we have lifesteal and heal on our biggest damage dealer. And it scales you throughout the fight. So maybe we can get somewhere with it. But it's still a bit tough. Because we don't do that much damage that fast.
Disgusting creatures.
Imagine. Okay, I mean it does something. Haste, so I wish you can't actually find this here right now because they decided that you can't for no reason. Can I afford a monster skill? I'd love to have a monster skill, and I'm gonna take a look anyway.
If you survive it.
Oh, Philly, okay, it's very interesting. We have to sell this, so this is probably fine. I don't think it increases, like, reload 2 is not 2 triggers of reloads, right?
After all these centuries, there is still more to learn.
I don't know.
Oh, my
Let's see.
such a serious young man.
Weapon or burn item 1 second. Yeah, I mean that goes us faster. This gives us more burn. And I don't really care. This seems better.
Why search the universe for its secrets?
Okay, 3-win Vanessa.
When
Hopefully she's
Bazaar,
not
the
too strong.
universe comes to you.
When we are finished, may I dissect you for study?
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
She has about the same amount of health as we do. They have a Radiant Submersible. It's cool. They are scared of this damage. But I think we have enough healing and everything so that we don't actually take damage. But so do they. We are not actually damaging each other much. It's kind of crazy. But the burn we have seems like it matters here, maybe. Or maybe we just have more damage scaling, because it takes scale up higher.
Like my crew says at the bar, another round.
The issue is, like, for us, we kind of die to any disruption. A lot of our build is so synergistic that, you know,
A friend. I mean, a customer.
I don't wanna roll, I don't have that much money.
It's okay. It was nice
I do
to
wanna try and find this though. Non-weapon items, we are not gonna find it there. I guess this is fine as well. Juggler doesn't do anything. This is Disruption, which I just said we can't beat. This guy has potions. But he mainly has rainbow potions, right? Does he have anything? I think he might have a reload skill, which might be worth looking at. And I don't think we can use the reload skill, right? When you use a tool, reload an adjacent item. This is a tool, but we're never using it. This is a tool, but we're never using it, and everything else is not a tool. Okay, he does have a reload skill, but it's not useful to us.
Your theories are intriguing.
A rainbow potion, I mean, that's a cool potion, but I kind of care about being fast with the potions more than I do about... I don't want to spend money, I do want to conserve some of my money, so I'll just do that. Weapons, honestly, weapons that could have this, right?
I'm finished with fighting, but I can help you finish a fight.
This is a cool weapon, but not something for us right now. Nothing for us.
All my weapons have been tested in battle.
With each new discovery,
So now we just have to be...
life is revealed.
We could click a gold tier item, but that is useless as hell. I want the extra health for the fight. Okay, so if this is freeze, we die. If this is slow, I think we die anyway. I don't know what this has to be for us to win. Because usually max are way stronger than what I am. Than my power level. That is south of the most, okay? I guess they gain region? Yeah, they stack a region. How much region does this give them? 43. But that's not terrible for us. Doesn't seem like a terrible matchup. They do have an obsidian haste potion, which is crazy. And they will eventually one-shot us. I think it will be too fast, and we can't get through their region. They have an insane amount of region. Just realized. And they're gonna launch on us now, I think. Yeah. I don't know how much damage we did to them overall, but they definitely had too much regen for us to do. Did only this 407,000 damage. I need to look up what this does at gold tier. Might have been such a big difference for us. We never found it a gold tier item. I decided to get this. I thought it would be 20% cooldown reduction, to be honest. So maybe that was a big mistake. They had pendulum. 43 regen. There's a 24 regen at diamond tier, right? And it's multi-cast too. It's also doing a bunch of damage with this. Right, because, yeah, of course it is. Can I watch the fight again? So they start with 10 regen. And now they have 53. They have 146. Oh, they also have the skill. 181, 424, 522. I don't know, did they trigger this? Like, I can't tell, is the issue. Did it trigger the passive? Then did we get them to half health? It looked kind of like they started gaining a lot more health, but I can't tell whether that's just because they had more regen or they were actually invulnerable for 1.5 seconds. And they also had vital renewal. And Gunner, well, I don't know how much that mattered for them. I guess it did. Slow, freeze, poison, or burn with an item. I mean, they didn't really use this skill that much, but it definitely helped them somewhat. Anyway, this wasn't a great ranked run, but I do think we played a cool build. Unfortunately, it didn't quite pop off the way I'd love it to. We had an opportunity to be doing better, I think, and I just didn't use it very well. Because I think, ultimately, not upgrading this to gold, but upgrading this to gold would have been better. And if I did put the haste enchant on it, and then found this, that would be crazy. However, I don't know how I could have made that decision without seeing this potion. Anyway, goodbye. We're not, like, we're not gonna rank down, I think. I don't know why this is here. Potion Distillery, goodbye.